Hey, how you guys doing? I'm all right. I'm at the garden. We're gonna go for a walk through the tomato patch. We got some issues. Now, I'm no disease expert. I'm not exactly sure what's going on. I gotta look it up, but I'll show you guys and I'll show you what we're dealing with. It's hot, I'm sweaty. I barely even done anything here today. I have a whole bunch of work to do, but I have to work on my tomatoes. So I'll take you for a walk down the row and I'll show you what we're doing. So in complete transparency here, I'm basically getting to my garden every second week this summertime. And tomatoes, when you single stem them and grow them on trellises, require maintenance. So this is what we have going on here, right? I mean, I have tons of fruit. You'll see as we walk down the row here, there's tons of fruit, but I'm gonna have to come through the whole garden and cut all of this junk out. I don't know if it's blight or what. I gotta look it up, and then I have to do a whole bunch of pruning, as you can see, because they're getting way out of control. Look at that. That is not supposed to look like that. So you guys can see it's just ravaging my plants. Look at that, looks horrible. So let's get deeper in. Oh, it's like a jungle. See, look at that. Now the nice thing is it's easy to cut this stuff out. Look at this, I gotta fix this plant. It's literally lying on the ground. It's popped. The stem got so fat that it's popped the clips off the rest of the trellis. So I'm gonna have to tie that up. But first, I mean, there's loads of fruit. So first things first, I'm gonna come through and cut off all this disease. See, it's even back here. And then I'm gonna, after I cut all the disease, I'll harvest. And then once I'm done harvesting, like, this is pretty bad, guys. Look at it. It's 3/4 of the way up my plant here. And it just comes off. See? So I'll come through and I'll clean it all up. Yeah, look at this. It's all the way up to the top leader of the plant. So I may lose these sooner than later. But they're loaded with fruit, so that's a good thing. But yep, so it's cleanup time. What do you say? You want to do that? Let's do that. So when you're pruning your tomatoes, what I like to do is I start at the bottom and I work my way up, because you're going to want to follow that main growth vine up to the top. You're going to have suckers like this sticking out. And the way to tell what your main vine is and what your sucker is look for where the flowers are. So follow the flowers if you're ever confused. So we just start at the bottom and we just start cutting. We're just going to go all the way up the plant. All right. Hop to this one just so I can see a little bit. There. Now this could be happening because my tomatoes are planted fairly close and I haven't been here in 2 weeks. So by the time we prune this plant out, there's not going to be a whole lot left to it. And anything with disease like this, any branch with disease, sorry for the camera jumping around, guys. I've got a lot of glare on my phone screen and it's really hard for me to see. See, that's from the other plant. There. Work our way up. See? Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. So there's a sucker, right? We don't want suckers. So we're just going to come in here, take that right out. Yes, I know it had fruit on it, which is now sitting on the ground. I don't care. Can't have suckers growing, kind of defeats the purpose. So you see, we're starting to get a nice, cleaner looking vine up here. Up here, see? Now that's what I'm talking about. To figure out which one of these is our main vine, we've got this one and we've got this one. There is fruit on here, but we have fruit farther up on this one. So I'm gonna let these ripen, but what I am going to do is I'm gonna come in here like this, and I'm gonna cut that growth tip off. Now that's not gonna go any further. And then we're just gonna take out some suckers. Sometimes you can just use your fingers and they'll just pop right out like that. And then we have a big sucker here, gone. That's why it's handy to have pruners, because sometimes they're too thick to get off and they just kind of flex and make a mess, and then you have to figure out what to do. And there's one more. There, that's basically done. There's not a whole lot left of green on that but the top, huh? Same with this one. Not a whole lot left but the green on the top. But I'm hoping, now that we're getting things cleaned out, we can get these plants back to a healthy growth pattern, because I want all these tomatoes, because we're making spaghetti sauce with them, right? No tomatoes. That's a big sucker. Look at this one. Don't need that. Just work our way up, like I said before. Assume everything on the bottom is diseased at this point. And then we have another sucker right there. Cut that fella out. And then we go up here. Look, we have two big suckers side by side. One gone. Get in there. Another one. This is why you really have to maintain your tomato patch. And then we'll get these plants healthy again. Oh, I missed one up here, didn't I? I missed one. And the trick is not to cut your trellis netting while you're doing this. And that one's sick too. And that one is sick too. And that one is sick too. There. So they went from looking like that to looking like that. And so once I'm done clipping and cleaning all of this out, what I'll do, oh look at that, there's even a sucker way down here growing out of the bottom of the plant. It's hiding. So what I'll do, guys, is once I get everything cleaned and clipped, it's going to expose the fruit, make it easier for me to harvest. And then I'll get more clips. And I'll just start clipping all of the tops of these plants up. I mean, this plant here, that thing's like 7.5, 8 feet tall, way up there. And we have 2 months of growing season left. Hey, I want to show you guys something while I'm standing here. Remember I did those 1,500-year-old Mexican cave beans? Look at them. The plants are huge. I don't think there's beans on them yet. There's flowers. Look at that. That is the flower of a 1,500-year-old Mexican cave bean. So, all right. So I am going to go through here like a wildfire, and I'm going to clean all this nasty crap out, and then I'll clean the ground up, and then I'll show you what everything looks like when we're done. Okay. Should we go for a walk? Let's go for a walk. Look, we've cleaned up all the vines. And then bonehead me, I keep all these clips, okay? I keep all those clips in a purple bucket, and it lives in the trunk of my car because I never know when I'm gonna come to the garden, because some days I come after work because I drive by the garden on the way home from work. So stupid me took them out to clean the trunk of my car, and look what's happened. They broke the clips. You know what? I just realized something. Look at that. I got about 200 of them. I got to go get some of those. I just realized that just now while I started filming. So yeah, broke some of the clips of plants are lying on the ground. But look at that now. Remember what it looked like before? So now we can come through and harvest some of these absolutely beautiful looking tomatoes. That's not such a nice tomato. But yeah, we got it all cleaned out. Got all the disease wiped out of the plants. Look at the cherry tomatoes. Look at that. Yeah, you guys want to see a monster? Look at the size of that. Mortgage lifter? No, wait. No, that's a brandy wine. I thought that was a mortgage lifter. Aren't those awesome? So, yeah, it's all cleaned out. I guess I was planning on leaving because I didn't think I could do any more work on the tomatoes, because some of them, like, look, I got to clip them back up. I didn't think I was going to do any more work, but I'm just going to go steal some of those clips from over there. I got to pick some of these tomatoes. I really did not expect to spend this much time here today. Not lying. I figured this was going to be like a 2-hour in and out process. I've been working on these damn tomato plants for probably a good hour and a half. So I'm look at this, look at my fingers. It feels like I have hash resin all over my fingers. That's all tomatoes. So I guess now I'm gonna go steal some of those clips, get my totes, start harvesting, and then I'm gonna harvest some beans and I'm gonna call it a day because I have 1,000,001 other things to do. So I'm gonna pick a whole bunch of tomatoes here, and when I'm done, I'll just turn the camera back on. I'll show you what we got in the totes. Okay, awesome. We got her done. Got the San Marzanos picked. We have the large varieties picked. We have some cherry tomatoes picked. And I figured while I'm picking, I would pick a couple of beans. If you guys are looking for a fantastic variety of pole bean, check out the Blue Lake pole beans. These things are great, and they never really get beyond the size where you don't want to eat them. I mean, even the large ones are still good. So that's what I'm going to take home today. I planned on doing a lot more work, but it's getting hot and I'm starving because I wasn't really planning on being here much past lunch, and it's 2:30 in the afternoon. And apparently I have to go home and can, a whole bunch of beans. So hope you guys liked the video, and have an awesome day. Grow good food, just like that. Subscribe to the channel. Give me a big thumbs up, and have an awesome day.